Welcome back to the show today, ladies and gentlemen. I am Scott Lennard, and welcome back to Scott's Week in Sports. I have a jam-packed show for you guys today, and so without further ado, let's get right into today's show. So the first thing I want to talk about is the NBA playoffs. I think have been absolutely phenomenal the past couple of weeks. And the first game out for this weekend will be the Cleveland Cavaliers heading into Boston to take on the Celtics. And if the Celtics play like they did on Wednesday night, I think this is going to be an absolute butt whooping like it was on Wednesday. But I think the Celtics can get back to where they were against the Wizards and against the other team they beat in the playoffs. I think this could be a close game. But I'm going to go with the Cleveland Cavaliers to pick up the win here. I think LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, and this team will be too much for the Celtics to handle tonight at the Garden. Next game up will be Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors in San Antonio. The big question in this game for me is if Kawhi Leonard plays. If Kawhi Leonard plays, I think the Spurs have a very good chance of winning this game. But if he does not play in Game 3, I think it's going to be just like it was in Game 2, which was a 36-point win for Golden State, and I think it'll be just that. So I think I will take the Golden State Warriors to win this game with ease and take a 3-0 lead in the series if Kawhi is out. And then Sunday, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, game with the Cavaliers up 2-0 in my opinion. And I think that the Cavaliers will take a 3-0 lead in this series right here because I just feel like LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, this will be too much for the Celtics to handle tonight on Sunday in Cleveland. And now on to my WWE predictions for this weekend. We have two shows coming out this weekend for WWE, as it will be NXT TakeOver on Saturday, and then the pay-per-view on Sunday for SmackDown Live in Backlash. So I'm very excited for this weekend as a WWE fan. I think this could be a very interesting weekend. So with that, let's start my predictions off with NXT TakeOver. Once I get it up here on the computer. And let's see here. There it is, NXT TakeOver. And here is the card for tomorrow night's show. In the main event, it will be the glorious champion Bobby Roode defending his title against Hideo Itami. And I think that it will be another successful title defense for the glorious champion Bobby Roode. I think he will hang on to the NXT World Heavyweight Championship once again. I think he's going to find a way to get the win on Saturday night against Hideo Itami in Chicago. Next up for the NXT Women's Championship, it will be the undefeated Asuka putting her title on the line against Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott, two of the youngest stars in the NXT Women's locker room. But I will take the current champion Asuka to continue her dominance in the NXT Women's roster, and I think that she will continue to dominate the NXT Women's division. Now for the NXT Tag Team Championships. It will be the current champions, the Authors of Pain, defending their titles against Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, also known as DIY, who they have beaten 2 times in a row, but DIY has not gotten their one-on-one rematch, and they finally get it in Chicago tomorrow night. I think the Authors of Pain will pick up the win here. AOP has been absolutely phenomenal the past couple of months as champion, and I think that they will continue to roll through the NXT Tag Team locker room with a win over DIY on Saturday. And now for the WWE United Kingdom Championship, it will be the current 19-year-old champion Tyler Bate defending his title against the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And I think that Tyler Bate will pick up the win here. I think Tyler Bate's one of the best young talents that WWE has right now. And he's been looking very impressive on NXT and the shows that he's been on. And I think that he will continue to look impressive on tomorrow night in Chicago as he retains his WWE United Kingdom Championship. And then the final match on the card, if I do believe so, will be Roderick Strong going against Eric Young. This could be a very interesting match. Two of the best wrestlers out there in the NXT roster. And I think that Roderick Strong will pick up the win here. Roddy's been very impressive the past couple of months, and he almost became #1 contender for the NXT Championship, but then he fell to Hideo Itami last week on NXT television. So I think that Roderick Strong will get back on track with a win against Eric Young on Saturday in Chicago. And that'll do it for my NXT predictions. Now let's head over to Backlash for the main card for Backlash. It will be Shinsuke Nakamura making his WWE main roster debut, going against the newly healed Dolph Ziggler. And in this match, I will go with Shinsuke Nakamura because I just do not see a way that Nakamura will lose his first match on the main roster after dominating in NXT. And Dolph Ziggler has lost a little bit of his luster, so I think that Shinsuke Nakamura will walk out of Chicago and Backlash 1-0 on the main roster. Next up, it will be Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte going against the Welcoming Committee of SmackDown Live in a 6-woman tag team match. And in this match, I would go with Becky, Charlotte, and Naomi. These three girls have been getting beat up left and right by the Welcoming Committee of Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella. But I also think that James Ellsworth could play a big role here, but I doubt it. I think that he will get killed by one of these three girls. So I think that Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi will pick up the win and get some revenge on the much-needed team. And in the next match, it will be Luke Harper going against Eric Rowan, two former members of the Wyatt family going one-on-one in Chicago at Backlash. And I will go with Eric Rowan. I think Eric Rowan's been a little bit better the past couple of months on SmackDown Live after returning the Tuesday after WrestleMania in Orlando at the Amway Center. So I think that Eric Rowan will pick up the win here over Luke Harper, and another very good win for Eric Rowan. Next up will be Sami Zayn going against Baron Corbin in Chicago, and I think Sami Zayn will get some revenge over Baron Corbin here. I think Sami Zayn picks up the win in a very good match between him and Corbin on Sunday. And now for the main event matches on the card, the 3 title matches. It will be the Viper, Randy Orton, defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the #1 contender, Jinder Mahal. And in this match, I think Randy Orton will easily walk out a Backlash champion. I don't even know why Jinder Mahal is the #1 contender right now. Jinder Mahal is not a good wrestler. I don't think he's got the talent to be #1 contender right now on a very talented SmackDown Live roster. So I think that Randy Orton will walk out of Backlash still your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. In the next match for the WWE United States Championship, the self-proclaimed new face of America, Kevin Owens, will put his title on the line against the phenomenal AJ Styles. And AJ Styles has been saying the last couple weeks that SmackDown Live is the place that AJ Styles built. So we will find out if that is true on Sunday at Backlash, and I think that AJ Styles will walk out of Backlash your new WWE United States Champion. I think AJ Styles is going to find a way to get a win over Kevin Owens, and this should be a very good match as well. And now for the final match on the card for the WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, as Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, will put their titles on the line against the Fashion Police of Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze and Fandango have been on a roll lately, but I think that roll will end as the Usos retain their WWE Tag Team Championships on the SmackDown Live roster. And that is unfortunately all the time I have for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and give this video a nice comment. And I will see you guys next time right here on Scott Speaking Sports, right here on YouTube. See you later, guys.